Real estate investing is one of the most profitable ways to create passive income. Crowdfunding platforms now provide a gateway to real estate investments previously inaccessible to most people. Two of these largest platforms are Fundrise and Yieldstreet. Welcome to Business for Chummies. In this video, we'll look at Fundrise and Yieldstreet and how they compare. While most real estate investing platforms allow you to purchase ownership of real estate properties, Yieldstreet is a site that crowdfunds debt and other equities to finance the purchase of those properties. So, rather than owning shares of real estate properties, you own debt and equities. Your earnings are based on repayment of that debt or appreciation of the equity. Yieldstreet is open to anyone, but many of the offerings on the platform are only available to accredited investors. The offerings available to non-accredited investors are very limited and often solely focused on real estate. With Yieldstreet, you can invest in very specific properties or allocate your investment into funds or groups of properties. With fund investing, Yieldstreet often diversifies your investment across different asset classes, including art, commercial, consumer, legal, real estate, corporates, and more. Fundrise is a web-based platform and mobile app that allows you to pool your money with other investors to purchase shares of a collection of properties called a fund. This fund is made up of all different types of properties and may include apartment complexes, single-family home communities, commercial buildings, and even industrial warehouses. Your earnings are based on debt repayment, rental and lease payments, or appreciation when a property in the fund sells. With Fundrise, you selected an investment plan for all of the funds in your account. Do you want to focus on short-term supplemental income, long-term growth, or a balance of the two? Now that you know a little bit more about Fundrise and Yieldstreet, let's review and take a look at a side-by-side comparison. Fundrise has no investor requirements, and investments are open to non-accredited investors. With Yieldstreet, there are some offerings available to non-accredited investors, but most require you to be accredited. If you're just getting started, you may not have a pile of money to invest up front. The Fundrise Starter Portfolio lets you get your foot in the door for only $10, and you can add funds whenever. There is a $1,000 minimum investment to join one of their plans. Yieldstreet minimums are based on each offering, but typically begin at $10,000, with a few offerings only requiring $500, and you cannot add funds to an offering after it is closed. What if you want to pull your money out of your investment? With Fundrise, there is generally a 1% penalty for redeeming your investment early, whereas with Yieldstreet, your investment is typically locked in with no redemption options. When it comes to the flexibility of your investment, Fundrise has several options based on your investment goals, all focused on real estate. Yieldstreet gives you much more flexibility to select the type of investment, but this can result in lower diversification. Both platforms charge asset management fees for their services. Fundrise currently charges a 0.85% annual fee, or $8.50 for every $1,000 invested. Yieldstreet fees vary, charging as high as 2.5% on some investments. In the end, Business for Chummies recommends Fundrise for beginners looking to get into real estate investing online. It's great for starting out with low investment amounts, has a sole focus on real estate, and has good long-term returns. Yieldstreet is also good for beginners, but is really limited to investors with more cash to spend and accreditation who are looking to diversify their portfolio beyond just real estate. Well, there you have it. Now that you know the difference between Fundrise and Yieldstreet, you're ready to take the plunge and start investing in real estate online. Check out the referral link in the description to get an automatic $50 added to your account when you get started with Fundrise. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to Business for Chummies for more great videos every week.